Coming up, the University of Iowa's REACH program strives to make unforgettable memories for their students. And later, the clothing closet celebrates its 1-year anniversary.
We got a Big Ten Athlete of the Week in the house.
Want to know who? Stay tuned for more in sports.
You won't want to forget your umbrella anytime soon. In just a few minutes, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the upcoming weather.
All that and more coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV. Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Noah Gowdy. This year, the University of Iowa's REACH program has an overwhelming amount of students compared to previous years. Reporter Lauren Varell has more on what makes the UI REACH program so special.
From confused and lost freshmen to confident and eager to learn students. This is what the REACH program at the University of Iowa has done for their students in just the first 3 weeks of classes.
First few weeks, you can see that tentative look. You can see them kind of looking around going, what the heck? You know, where am I? I'm totally lost. I just looked out this morning and saw one of our students confidently striding across the courtyard.
The University of Iowa REACH program was started in 2008 as a way to support students with disabilities in a college atmosphere. The REACH program not only supports students with classes, but it provides social activities made for students to create long-lasting friendships.
And then there's also a focus on independent living skills, teaching students how to live independently. So there's a focus on things like personal finance.
The UI REACH program takes the time to learn the interests of each student and helps them find a traditional university class centered around those interests to sign up for.
Classes have a lot more support than my high school, even though my classes in high school were smaller, but the teachers here do really try to help you one-on-one and try to support you.
With support and encouragement, William Lloyd said that by graduation, students and parents are crying happy and proud tears at the accomplishments of now University of Iowa alumni. Reporting from the University of Iowa Linquist Center, this is Lauren Varell, DITV News.
Now, if you can't tell, I obviously like to dress sharp, and the University of Iowa Clothing Closet has been providing that opportunity to all Hawkeyes for a little over a year now. DITV reporter Cadell Coakley has more on the story.
Clothes are more than just cut material. They can affect your career and even your own confidence. But there are many in our community who don't have the clothing resources they need, and the Clothing Closet is here to close that gap.
We've served more than 250 students so far, a lot this semester actually. Like within the first week of opening, we've already served over 70 clients. So we're definitely developing and getting bigger each semester.
They understand each student has their own story, and that they utilize the resource for a variety of reasons.
A lot of the clients that we serve are first-generation students and first-year students that live on campus. So they are coming in for a specific event that's sometimes short notice. So a lot of times they're coming in somewhat stressed out, and we're here to mitigate that stress and make them feel comfortable.
If you're curious about where these clothes come from, or if they'll have what you need.
Most people in the professional workforce completely redo their wardrobe every 20 years. So we get full wardrobes sometimes, multiple full suits.
As successful as it may sound, the Clothing Closet isn't stopping here.
We're definitely looking forward to expansion, following kind of the food pantry's pursuit of expanding to the west side of campus and getting more locations, more accessibility to students.
So if you at any time need any formal clothing, whether it be for an interview or for going on DITV, you know where to come. Reporting from the IMU, Cadell Coakley, DITV.
Now, the fall months are starting to roll in, but that summer temperature just seems to not be going away. Let's toss it over to Claire in the weather studio to find out if that trend is going to continue. Claire?
That is right, Noah. The heat has been persisting and it will continue to persist. This morning, we have a temperature of 71 degrees with a 45% chance of scattered storms. As the day progresses, the temperature will rise to the mid-70s and the rain will quit, although not for long. As we look ahead into the 5-day forecast, you can see lots of rain coming our way. Friday will be a hot one with a high of 85 and a low of 71, as well as a 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms. The rain will continue throughout the weekend, as both Saturday and Sunday there is a 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms. Both days we can expect highs in the upper 70s. We get to look forward to a sunny start to next week and can anticipate cooler temperatures in the 70s. So Iowa City, try to stay dry these next few days. Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Claire. Food insecurity is a rising issue for many students on college campuses. Daily Iowa News editor Alexandra Scores has more on the story. Alexandra, what did you learn about college campus food insecurity?
Thanks. Food insecurity is otherwise known as the lack of access to healthy and affordable food, has recently been researched very much in recent years, in terms of at the University of Iowa and nationally.
So Alexandra, what kind of resources does the University of Iowa offer for food insecure students?
The two largest initiatives that have been brought to the University of Iowa in terms of supporting food insecure students are the Hawkeye Meal Share Plan. In order to support these students, the university allows students with dining hall guest swipes to donate their unused guest swipes to students that are facing food insecurity. Alongside this, the larger initiative on this campus is the University of Iowa Food Pantry, which allows students to receive anywhere from their toiletries to basic produce to help them with their needs.
That was Alexandra Score in the newsroom. Thank you. Now, Hawkeyes might not be in action at Kinnick this weekend, but we do have all your sports news for you. Let's toss over to Zach and Marissa in the sports studio to find out more.
That's right, Noah. Although it may be a bye week, we're still going to give you your Hawkeye fix.
Yesterday, we heard from the coordinators, and here's what they had to say about what they've seen so far this season and how they plan to seize every opportunity on the field.
We're going to get the ball to the best players. We're going to get the ball to the guys that can do something with it. And, I think right now our tight ends are maybe growing into a role where they can get some more touches. But the reality is we have some very capable receivers. We're trying to get the ball into their hands, and we're trying to get the ball into the back's hands. And when you're playing 65 to 80 snaps a game, there's only so many opportunities to go around.
Obviously, the tackling, I think, should be better. The communication that we got to have. There's a couple plays out there that we left out there that, if we would have made the right call, something could have been different, But once again, in a atmosphere like that, you miss some things, but we have to be better communicators. That's everybody, including myself.
The Hawks have the week off before facing Middle Tennessee State for their last non-conference game next Saturday.
Another team is also focusing their attention on performing when it really counts.
For Iowa's cross country, that key performer is Nathan Milanek. He is Iowa's first cross-country runner named Big Ten Athlete of the Week since 2010.
He has continued to be a dominating force and leader this season.
Well, we don't assign captains. I think everyone should captain themselves. He is a natural leader, and that's just kind of an extension of who he is, and the guys will listen to him because he's competed at a high level, and he's competed. I've always said that champions will be defined by how they perform in championships, and Nathan does a fantastic job showing up and running the best when it matters most, and that really gives a large level of comfort to your teammates and your coaches when you have athletes like that.
It's very, very early, and I feel like I've kind of almost been in this role for a couple years now, whether or not I've actually had the age on everyone else. I've traveled every season, I've competed well, and I've made it to the meets that really count. So I feel like I've kind of already been there. So at this point, I'm not really going to change much other than hopefully just leading the guys to the Big Ten championship.
Well, ahoy me mateys. Oh, wow, okay. Sorry. Today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Many stores like Krispy Kreme and Long John Silver's are celebrating by offering deals and free food to people who are willing to order like a pirate. Are you glad you tuned in today? Well, I sure am, and that's all we have for you on this Thursday morning edition of DITV. Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. If that is enough the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out our print edition of the news on stands now. For DITV, I'm Noah Gowdy. Have a great day, Iowa City.